Good morning all of you. So today we can start the new chapter, second chapter, fractions. Okay, as you have to write theology exam, we didn't conduct unit test of the last chapter that we can conduct after your exam. After theology exam we can conduct that exam. Okay, so today we can start the next chapter, fractions. What is mean by fractions? You know what mean by fractions? That is a part of a whole. Okay, suppose you have a chocolate bar. This is a full chocolate bar. You got a chocolate bar and you want to share this chocolate bar with your friends. And okay, this half part you want to share with your friend. So you will cut into correct half piece. Okay, so this part for you and the second part for your friend. Okay, now this part we can say it is half part of that full chocolate bar. Okay, half part of that chocolate bar and half that we can represent in this form, half. Okay, so part of a whole is called fractions, and in this case the full chocolate bar we divided into only two equal parts. Okay, and out of that one part you ate and another part you gave to your friends. Okay, so each of you got half part of the chocolate bar. Okay, that it we can represent as 1/2, and here 1 is represents this, we considered the part, and 2 is represents the total part. How many total parts here? 2 parts here. Okay, that we can represent in the below of this bar. This is division bar, we can say fraction bar or division bar, and the above the bar the number that we represent how many bar we considered. That here you got only one part, so half part you got. Okay, and the number 1 is called numerator. The numbers on above the fraction bar is called numerator, and the number below the fraction bar is called denominator. Okay, want to study the spelling very well, don't mistake it. Numerator, here 1 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. Okay, and suppose now if you have a cake, you got a cake and you want to share this cake among your 4 family friends. Okay, your father, mother, you and your sister. Okay, so we want to cut into 4 equal parts. Suppose we cut this into 4 equal parts, and each part you gave to, first part you gave to your mother, then father and your sister, and the last part you take, and all of you got the same equal parts. Okay, so that's each part. Now how many parts you got, how much part of this cake you got, that will be 1/4 parts. How it make? Because this total cake we divide into how many equal parts? We divide it into 4 equal parts. Okay, and out of that 4 equal parts you got only one part. Okay, so you got 1/4 part of this cake. So what is the numerator here? 1, because you got only one part. And what is the denominator here? 4, because we divide this cake into total 4 equal parts. So here it comes the denominator as 4. Clear? So this is mean by fraction. Very easy. If you understand this idea, it will be very easy. You will get all other fractions like this. And suppose you got, and otherwise in your family if it is only 3 members. Okay, now that then also you divide this cake into 4 equal parts, and otherwise if you have 4 members and your mother told I don't want this cake, you can take that my part also you ate. If your mother told like that, then how many parts you got? This is your share and this is your mother's share, and you got these 2 parts you got. So how many part of this cake you ate? That time you can write it as 2 by 4. Out of 4 equal parts, you got 2 parts. Okay, and your father got only 1 part. Okay, so and this way, and your sister also got another part. Now here, what is the numerator in this case? 2, and the denominator is 4. Okay, the number on the above the fraction bar is called numerator. The number below the fraction bar is called denominator. Okay, suppose this is a rectangle. If it is divide this rectangle into 2 equal parts, each part is called half part of that rectangle. Okay, so this is one half part, this is another half part. Okay, just like if we divide this circle into 4 equal parts, each part is 1 by 4 part of that whole circle. Okay, 1 by 4 parts. And if you shade this, suppose if you take, otherwise you suppose if it is a cake, you got this 3 parts, you got 3 shades. If you got this cake part, then what is this fraction of, how you can represent this shaded part? How many parts are shaded here? 3 parts we shaded, so the numerator will be 3, and total how many parts are here? 4. So what is the fraction of the shaded part? It will be 3 by 4. That means here the numerator is 3 and the denominator is 4. Okay, so what is mean by fraction? A fraction is a part of a whole, and the word fraction comes from the Latin word fractus. Okay, from the Latin word fractus. Fractus means broken. Okay, from this Latin word this fraction word come. Okay, so all of you understand what is mean by fraction? Fraction is a part of a whole, and the whole part is represented by the denominator, and the how much part we considered, that part is represented by numerator. Okay, numerator and denominator, don't forget. Now in this case 1 by 4, which is the numerator, 1 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator, and 2 by 4, in the fraction 2 by 4, 2 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. Now another example, if it is another fraction 5 by 7, what is the numerator here? Numerator is 5. Okay, numerator is 5 and denominator is 7. 7 is the denominator. All of you understand? So this way we can find out the numerator and denominator of any fractions. Okay, thank you.